Hey guys, Ray from RV and Boat. So just a final update on this SFK battery, Sun Fun Kits battery. I've been testing it, kind of a long-term test here. It's getting close to 2 years. I think I got it January 2024. And I've been using it mostly in my truck box, my toolbox power station. So it's lived kind of out in the elements. Sheltered from rain and all that. And I've done quite a few updates on this battery. I've done a complete tear down. I've done a bunch of different tests on it, charge, discharge, capacity, and then recently we updated the firmware. And overall, it's been a great battery for me. So good news is this particular model for me has been fantastic. I'll put the model number up for you. No problems at all. And right now I'm just kind of doing another capacity test because I did one in February of 2024. So now it's almost November of 2025. So we'll kind of see if it's lost any capacity over almost 2 years of use. Now another reason I wanted to do this video, because my experience with this battery has been very good. This battery, fair disclaimer, was sent out no charge, but I've done a bunch of videos that they didn't demand me doing the videos. I just wanted to give it a fair test for you guys. A lot of people kind of like this particular brand of battery because it is a USA company out of Louisiana, and they do sell a lot of kind of DIY build kits, but this is one where they sell it all complete. Now, a fellow RVer emailed me recently, and he had some problems with this company. He had bought another different model, kind of a newer model, I think a 314 amp hour battery, and he was having problems getting it to charge fully, and also it was discharging by itself, he said. So he's not really a stupid guy. He's been RVing for a while and knows his electronics and stuff, but they sort of came back and said he had to charge it 100% full, and he wasn't doing that, and they kind of alluded that he didn't know how to work the battery. Went back and forth on a bunch of emails. He sent me a bunch of emails, and they are kind of claiming that it was user error and they weren't really going to honor his warranty or anything. At some point he demanded a refund, and they basically have told him, no, you're not getting a refund. There was a kind of a problem. He had a different person order it for him, so there was a different name on the invoice, so they kind of wiggled out that way, going, you're not the person who bought it. So he's quite disappointed in this company, and he has since got some SFK batteries for his RV, and voila, they work fine and they charge fine. So my feeling is maybe it had a bum BMS, but I thought I'd publish this video because there was a person that had a bad experience with this company. You know, I kind of reached out to the company, and they had told me it was kind of a user error and they weren't going to do anything about it. Anyway, like I said, I thought I'd come and report that to my audience. So let's just finish up this test, and we'll see what the capacity change is over 2 years. They have a test, which is kind of a neat thing for this battery. You can do a test that uploads to your account on their website, which is kind of a cloud account, so you can kind of upload it and gives you all the specs. So one thing for DIY guys, this company does a really good design. I found their app, well, didn't work well for the fellow I was talking about. For me though, the app has worked great, and it has a lot of customization in the app, and have been updating it over time, and like I say, even were able to update the firmware through this port. This one's kind of a clear case because it was sent out as a review battery to me. Usually it does have a yellow top on it and you can't really see through it, but it does have passive and active balancing right there, and it does have heating, and there's a bunch of adjustments for heating and a bunch of adjustments for charge, discharge. I'll put a link to my video playlist on this battery if you're interested and you want to go back and see anything about it. So we'll just wait for this to complete, and I'll let you know what the capacity test came out to be. Oh, and if you wonder why this is going to be my last update on this battery, is it's going to be moved out of my toolbox test station, and I've got a different battery to review. Just a little tease here. It's a battery from Blue Yeti, the power station people, and now they're getting into making standalone kind of drop-in replacement lithium batteries. So I've got a 314 amp hour one to test, so look forward to a video about that in a couple weeks. I'm going to put it in my truck box power station there, and I'm going to be testing it this year. Okay, so here's my test results. This is the page from when I did the benchmark test 2024 February, and you can see it was 300 amp hours, but that wasn't the full capacity of the battery. That's where it cut off. The ending voltage here was 11.9 volts. That's when my inverter would quit because of low voltage. You could probably lower the amperage draw and eke out more capacity in the test. I think that's what they're talking about, this normalized capacity, 307 amp hours. So the test I did was at pretty close to 600 watts here, averaging 44 amps. And that's sort of what I set up in this test. You can see 43.9 amps, 581 watts. And this is the result I got over here when my inverter started to pack it in at 11.9. It kind of quits due to low voltage. So this test showed 291.6. So it has dropped from this 300 level. Not too much, but that's, almost 2 years there. I don't really have a lot of full charge cycles on this battery just because of my use case in the truck box toolbox. It kind of stays there to power my dash cam. So it does spend a lot of time near full charge, which isn't great for batteries. Also, when lithium cells are new, they tend to have a little bit of a higher capacity rating until they're used a bit, and then they drop back. So I imagine if I had dropped the amperage draw on this, the voltage would pop back up, and I'd probably be able to eke out enough to get up to the 300 amp hour level. So I'd basically call it good in that case as far as its capacity level after using it a couple of years. Anyway, if you have any feedback on this battery or the company, you're welcome to leave them in the comments. Till next time, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. Cheers, guys.